Welcome back, all you big bass lovers. I'm having to redo this video because for whatever reason, my phone didn't start recording when I pushed the button a while ago. Sorry about that. So this is the DMK Cheetah. In the box, it comes in the little neoprene bag. Let's look at the box real quick. Let me set this over here as well. It also came in the box these little small fishing gloves that feel, they're actually really good quality. I have a couple of the PURELURE gloves, but they sent me the large ones. These are not the large ones. I tried to put them on my hand a little while ago, and I forced my hand into them, and I about couldn't get the dang things off. So if you have medium to small hands, these gloves are really nice. I mean, they feel really nice. They feel better than my fish monkey gloves. Anyway, so those come in the box. And I ordered this from Amazon. I know I said that in the previous where I thought was a video, but it didn't record. It comes with all your little Chinese box labels and all that mess. It says Cheetah Air R on the front. And it says DMK on the side, so you can read that. It says DMK Focus on Fishing. The Cheetah Air. It's the EXW601HG. 7/6-1, 4 kilograms of drag, which is about 9 pounds. 11+1 ball bearings. 66 centimeter winding length. And this is your line capacity. And then nothing on the other side, nothing under, well, it has a barcode you can scan. That barcode takes you to a Chinese website, so trust me, you don't need to go there. It's just, unless you speak Chinese to be able to navigate it, I don't, or read Chinese, I guess. Okay, so now the bag came in a little reel like this, wrapped in this plasticky bag here. It had this silver spool liner on it. It has the MIIEC on the spool and gives you line capacity and stuff. So this is their next version of the digital reel. This is the reel. Sorry if I have to do this kind of abruptly weird, but here we go. It's got a lot of nice purple anodizations on it. Reel is purple. There's your conical line guide. Oopsie, let's stop dropping it. It has the same DMK handles. I'm kind of glad they went to the little bit bigger handle. And instead of making that little square handle, that little tiny square handle was really aggravating for these big stupid hands of mine. But this is a really nice carbon fiber handle for, even though it's a small handle, it's a nice thick handle. It's small but thick. That's what she said. Anyway, here's your line suspension tool. Got nice clickies to it. There's your drag clicker. Really nice audible click. Here's your drag star. Okay. Your buttons underneath here. Push it over to unlock it. Ouch. Comes right off. There's your spool. There's your MIEC. Okay. This is basically like the Gen 1 Shimano. Bearings way down the side there. If you want to get that bearing out, you got to take these 3 screws out. Let's get a weight on this thing real quick. I think it's supposed to be like 4.5 ounces or something like that. So is it zeroed out? Okay. All right, 4.7. So yeah, it's just about 4.5 ounces. All right, so there you go. That's a very light reel. And they get that by making this frame out of nylon and carbon fiber. So it feels pretty plasticky, but I mean, it feels pretty solid. I mean, it's like most Chinese the reels I can push, I can move, I pinch it. I mean, I'm not going to do it on the video right now because I'm not destroying the reel because I'm pretty sure it's a good reel. But I have pinched on the front plate, I pinched on the top, and I've broke both of them. So I don't try to do that no more. In my original earlier videos, Luckily, the companies that I was talking to back then, they kind of said, okay. And they sent me another reel. I didn't post a video because I didn't want to look foolish. Anyway, you can see the foot moves a little bit too. The top moves a little bit. That's going, anytime you're sacrificing that much weight, you're going to have to deal with this. Even most magnesium reels don't get down this low. But this is kind of a small reel, so it's got a deeper spool, so it is kind of like the Power BFS spool. There's a nice DC sound. And the lights here light up when you make it go. Let's see. There you go. Just throw it out of my hand while I'm... Okay, so now let's get a weight on the spool. Alrighty. Let's turn this off. Okay, so weight on here on the spool. Let's see. Should I get the glare off the screen? There we go. With bearing. It weighs 9.39. So without bearing, you're looking at about 8.5 gram spool. For a Power BFS reel, I mean, even in BFS in general, like the other one, the original version of this reel is fantastic. I mean, I've changed the spool on it, not spool, but I've changed the handle on it. I use that reel a lot. I haven't had any issues, any problems with it. And as a matter of fact, I use the original silver feathers a lot. Okay, let's see, something. Let's go back here and check. Something got a little tighter when I put it back together. Sometimes when you take a reel apart, and before you take it apart, it's really loose. It feels really smooth. A lot of times there's a huge clunk of grease in here. And when you put that back together, that grease, sometimes it comes off down here in your paw. And it just feels kind of weird. Let's put it back together again and see how it does. Sometimes with these Chinese reels, sometimes when you put the cover on, you have to make sure it's all the way flush, all the way around, make sure it's good when you close that thing down, because sometimes it will be allowed to close it down and it's not all the way flush. Now let's see. Okay, it went away. I guess it had to be something with the cover. Something was binding this up a little bit and making it where it wasn't super smooth anymore. But now it's back super smooth. Nice thumb bar. Yep. Not much, no, basically zero play in the damn thing. I've seen some of these Chinese reels that when you go to mashing on this button, it'll go almost, let me see, I might have one. Let's see what I got right here, sitting here. Well, this is the DeVelo. This one doesn't have any play in the button. Okay, let's see, I got several, like this pure, whoopsie, fishing, like several different Chinese reels sitting right here. I could show you like the worst version of the Chinese reels. This is the Zana, which is a very well built reel as well. This is DMK. This is a left-handed reel. I've used this reel some. I really liked how the reel performs. I just wish it was right-handed. I have a hard time getting used to this left-hand reel. But this is a fantastic reel. Okay, so let's just go to this. Here is the Magic L. There. See how much play it has before it wants to try to engage? Right there. Look again. So you can kind of see it moving down, moves down, moves down, moves down, engage. It's not even touching nothing until it gets to about right there. But this reel here, I've put line on, I've took it out and tried to use it some. don't bother with this thing. I mean, I know they try to make it look like a Bantam. Bantam it is not. Sucky it is, as Yoda would say. That's the Zana. This is the Castex ZX. It has a little bit of play in the thumb bar. You can kind of see it right there, but nowhere near as much as the Magic L, but not as less as this has, as the reel we're talking about in purple, purposely fitted for the video. But you can kind of see it. It's smashing, then it clicks in. Like I said, it doesn't go as far as that one, but it still has some play in the thumb bar. So there, it comes all the way down to right there before it wants to click. People ask, what was that noise? That is the yellow ceramic bearings in here. They're, especially when you have cheaper yellow ceramic bearings, or orange ceramic bearings, not yellow, orange ceramic bearings. These guys right here, they are going to be loud. Now, you can get the micro ceramic bearings. They're a lot better, a lot quieter, a lot smoother, a lot more pricey. So there's your trade-off right there. But I think you can kind of see, I mean, let me just bring out a more traditional set reel. See, the same kind of play on this thumb bar is on that one. This is an Alphas Air, Alphas, SVTW. So this is a shallow spool edition. You kind of see, I'm trying to see the play in the thumb bar. Same kind of play in the, like, as that one. Now guys, this is the SV, and this is basically a DC reel. I fished with both of these a lot, the SV versions of reels and the DC versions of reels. Shimano, Daiwa, and DMK, and Lungzi. And I have not found a huge amount of casting difference between the SV version of the Magforce, because the SV is basically just about the spool. I have not found much difference casting this versus casting this. Especially if you have a shallow spool version of like this, these are less likely to blow up than a deeper spool versions of these. Just quick heads up, but I digress. Let's go back to this a little bit more. I showed you the click on the spool, not spool tension. The other DMK reels I ordered were basically like this one, the kind of gunmetal in the purple, and then the other one was like a silver and a red. It's basically just like the silver feathers. That's like the newer version of the silver feathers. I ordered those reels, I think, twice. Both times it didn't seem like they had tariffs on them, and they were kind of original pricing, like 86 bucks or something like that. But as soon as I placed the order, waiting on them to give me like a shipping confirmation, they never sent me a shipping confirmation, so I go back online and look, and my order is canceled. No reason other than my order is canceled. I don't understand it, but guess it ain't for me to understand. Another thing, real quick, let me show you this real quick so you see it sitting here. This is the shallow spool pitch flip, a skipping and pitching reel by Luz. If you're willing to work with a Japan lure shop, get you the Alphas. Get the shallow spool version of this. You're going to be happier. That's just my 2 cents. What else? If you're looking for an entry-level kind of DC reel that doesn't break the bank, I would get this all day, twice on Sundays. I think it's probably going to be that good because of the original is pretty damn phenomenal for what you pay for it. This reel, I think, I'm pretty sure the other reel is built a little more sturdier than this one. But that being said, I think the other one, when it originally came out, was a little more expensive than this one. But the other one was nowhere near as light as this one. So there's also your trade-offs again. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna list this down below. So if you want to get you one from Amazon, I'm pretty sure they still have some. If not, I will try to find it on AliExpress. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. I'll be glad to answer them for you. And I think that'll be it. Till next time, tight lines. Let me know what you guys are catching.